Hey guys, welcome back. So I thought I would do a video. I've been actually had this idea for a while. So why do I live in China? Especially now, I have people that are like, why don't you leave and things like that. First of all, this is my home now. I'm married. We have a house here, so I'm not going anywhere. Uh, you know, it just doesn't make sense for me. Everything is here for me. My job, my family, everything like that. So in regards to the virus, we're just waiting it out. I think in a couple weeks it'll burn out and it'll be a much, much better situation. So that's what we're hoping for. Next reason is the flexibility that I have here with the type of work that I can do. Okay. Primarily foreigners who come to China are going to be teachers, which I am. Okay. But I also do recruiting for schools. I do consulting for businesses. I've worked with Bank of China, various tour companies, the travel bureau, doctors, hospitals, things like that, editing documents, all sorts of things like that, advertising and stuff like that. So, but I can teach any level of education that I want from kindergarten all the way up to university, which I have. I've done that in the 4 years that I've been here. Actually, the end of this month, February 27th, will be 4 years that I've been living in China. So we, Alex, my partner, and Sandy, my wife, and I started our own consulting business last year where we're recruiting students and teachers and things like that to come and work in China. And we're expanding it to a lot of other areas. But right now with the virus, we're kind of on hold. So we're just doing our blogs through our YouTube channel to keep you guys updated. But like I said, the flexibility here is a huge, huge benefit. If I want 1 year to work in kindergarten, I can do that. If the next year I want to teach at a university level, I can do that. Jobs are plentiful here. It's 10, 20 to 1. For every 10 jobs, you have one foreigner that can fill the position. So they're desperate for jobs. And I've said this countless times on my postings and other ads. And this is kind of a rehash of one of my earlier videos that I did a couple years ago. But I just wanted to reiterate this. Another benefit is the ease of travel. Okay. It's much cheaper to fly out of China than it is most places in the United States, at least internationally. Okay. So since I actually just made this list, since I have been in China, I've been to Hong Kong 4 times, Thailand 4 times, Mexico once, back to the United States 4 times. We went to Turkey last week, or the last week and a half or so, Sandy and I in Istanbul. And the last one was Mongolia, the country of Mongolia. That one was actually interesting because I never would have gone had I not been a teacher in China. It was kind of a word of mouth thing. An international school there contacted me and said, hey, we'd like you to come up for a job interview and we'll pay for your flight and your hotel. They flew me up there. I was in, I think, 5 or 6 days in Ulaanbaatar, and I interviewed, and I told them up front, I'm not interested, but they said, please come, please come. It's, no obligation. It's a free trip. And I got to go to Mongolia for free. I mean, it was great. It was a great trip. I mean, it's not a tour destination in my opinion, but it's still, how many people can get a free trip for nothing like that? I mean, and that would never have been possible had I not been a teacher here. And I've made countless trips within China as well. I mean, all over Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, Xi'an, I mean, everywhere. So there's a huge benefit to living here. I mean, our last trip to Thailand in September, I think we spent a little over $600 round trip for our flight, and it's a 5-hour flight from Incheon to Bangkok with a layover in Kunming, but 5.5 hours in the plane. But I mean, it's $600. How can you're going to Thailand, and the hotels down there are like $25, $30 a night. I mean, you can get them down even as low as $14, $15, but I mean, that's really a good deal. And one of the biggest benefits also here, and the last thing I'll talk about, is the money. You can make a fantastic salary here, and if you're American, it's tax-free. So if they tell you you're going to make $3,000 a month, you make $3,000 a month minus the small Chinese tax, which is very, very minuscule compared to American taxes. So if you make under $108,000 approximately in income for as a U.S. citizen, you don't have to pay any income tax. You file a special, paperwork and everything like that, and you pay no tax. So you're living here, you're earning, say, $3,000 or $4,000 a month. What would that be in the States? That'd be like making $6,000 or $7,000 a month. You got to figure 30-40% of all that taxable income is gone. So that's a huge, huge benefit. Since I've been here as well, because I've had the opportunity, the time has given me the opportunity to finish school. I got my master's, I got my PhD, and all debt free. And that's one more thing, that if you guys have student loans, why don't you come here? Why not? It's a free apartment, a good salary. You can throw $1,000, $1,500, sometimes $2,000 a month at your student loans. If you've got $30,000, $40,000, you can knock that out in 3-4 years and you're free. You're free. You don't have to worry about, oh my God, I'm going to pay this for 15, 20, 30 years. It's gone in under 4 years, 5 years. You're free. So anyway, those are the main reasons that I live here, not to mention my beautiful wife, Sandy, who's over here working on another video. But, I love it here. Despite all the problems, day to day, there's a lot of inconveniences as a foreigner in China, but those are just things you got to deal with. This virus is just, it's part of the price. It happens. Okay. It's not, I hope that it goes away quickly so we can get back to work. But in the meantime, we're just making the best of our time, and hopefully everybody is safe and gets well with this outbreak. So I'll talk to you guys later, and we'll get this video up. And please like and subscribe, please, 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 and comment and send us email or anything like that. And check out our website, ChinaConsultingGroup.com. If you have any questions, or if you want to work in China, or if you want to get a free scholarship. That's another thing. We'll talk about that later. We have free scholarships available to Chinese universities. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.